My flight to Korea was a really horrible flight. I think I spent about 18 hours on a plane.
There was a little Korean man holding a sign with our names on it, and he grabbed our stuff and he put us in a van. He drove us about an hour and a half out here.
I remember getting off the bus, and you kind of have a lot of what on earth am I doing moments when you move to another country, but getting off the bus was the biggest one because the bus stop's right on the edge of town, and so when you get off the bus, it looks like you're in a farm village, not a town. And I remember walking through town, and all of the signs seemed so alien. And then I got driven back to my apartment, and I was surprised how little I got by means of, they told me how to work the hot water, and then my boss kind of went on his way. He said, get some food, there's a convenience store just there.
The first few days in Gyeongnam was very interesting. My school, they showed me my apartment, they took me to Home Plus and bought me stuff. And they showed me where my school was, did a basic orientation, but other than that, I didn't know anybody in Gyeongnam.
And you get here and you realize even the most simple thing is incredibly difficult. And we're trying to catch a bus, and you don't give the bus driver your money, and I didn't realize you should put it in a little box on the bus. And I remember almost crying because I'm on this bus, he's driving, waving money in this bus driver's face, and he's shouting at me, and I don't know why he's shouting at me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And so that's really difficult. And when you first come, you don't have a mobile phone, you don't necessarily know a lot of the language, and that's really difficult just to do normal everyday things.
Gyeongnam is basically just like a satellite city of Hwasong, and for whatever governmental reasons to get more people into the area, it's just like you build a whole brand spanking new town, and apparently there's a housing shortage.
So it's a very quiet town as far as foreigners went. There were a lot of new apartment buildings popping up everywhere, a lot of Korean mommies pushing their babies in carriages, coffee shops, and phone shops as usual. It was kind of like a, very sterile town. A lot of big apartment complexes that all look the same. And then a lot of bars that, we would find our favorites and go out to a couple times a week with other foreigners, of course.
Foreigners here, especially anyone that's social, you need some sort of community.
I find your first friends are obviously always your co-workers, and then you can always bound to be foreign. And some more people that are around the area as well. As much as it's great and how much everybody wants to have the foreign friends and stuff, when you first get here, I mean, the first thing you want to do to make a friend base is to find people that are the same as you, and obviously that's just the same anywhere.
Here, people are interested in what you have to say, and you're interested to see what they have to say. It's completely new, completely different. You got foreigners from England, you got foreigners from Africa, you got foreigners from America, foreigners from Canada. So it's really neat just meeting other people from all over the world in a different country where you guys get together because you all speak the same language.
I said, oh, it's impossible that it will snow tomorrow. And I was just testing out my impossible that I just learned. And she looked at me and she goes, Ricky, it's not winter, it's fall. Okay, this.
We got wine, we have alcohol, we got everything.
In Korea, I don't feel I have to be like completely safe. I feel not in like in England or America.
Get home safely.
Okay.
Yes, King's game. So you will get one card. Maybe it's the king, maybe it's the 4, maybe it's 3, maybe it's 2, maybe it's the 1.
Making friends here is very weird and different. Last week I was with a friend and we were in a park and we saw some white people walking past, and so we just hollered at them and we said, "Hey, white people," like this, and they came over and we made friends. It's really easy to make friends with foreigners in Korea.
Number 1 has to twerk. Has to twerk.
No, number 1.
And then over the months, new foreigners would pop up and we would obviously recognize there were new people in town. So we were pretty outgoing and pretty, excited to meet other Waygookians in town. It's just about meeting people and, finding who you click with, who you don't, but also like becoming really close to people that you might not be good friends with back then.
So number 1 has to put 1 Q-tip up their nose for 1 round.